Welcome to the Homeowner Connector, bringing you the best. Today, I have a wonderful guest. I call her the miracle worker, Teresa Parker of Union Home Mortgage. She is going to give us many insights, bust some myths, and give us some tips on how to get ready to buy that house you're looking for. Let's welcome Teresa with Union Home Mortgage. Let's say hey.
Hey there. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Dia.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to jump right in.
My pleasure.
I'm going to ask you our first question because you're in mortgage. A lot of people have all these ideas about getting a mortgage. What is one myth you'd like to bust about mortgage and lending?
Well, the first myth would be that you have to have perfect credit or that you have to have 20% down. There are so many different loan options available for folks, first-time home buyers, move-up buyers that, maybe first-time home buyers don't have 20% saved. That's okay. There's loan options for those people. Maybe you've got move-up buyers that want to sell their house after they buy a new home, and that's a big myth. Everybody thinks, oh, you got to sell your current house before you can buy a new house. That's not always the case. There are options you can look at, and if you have a situation that allows you to qualify for both, so that's a myth. Certainly a myth that you can't buy a home during a pandemic because this market's hot. There's still lots of activity, lots of people that want to buy a home. Buyers aren't slowing down. Sellers are, I believe, now more comfortable with the different things that the realtor associations have set up to protect them and their household. So that would be a big myth that you can't buy a house right now. You most certainly can. We're doing it every day, helping people every single day.
There are a lot of things, obviously, we have misconceptions about. Just out of curiosity, what is the lowest credit score you've seen with someone being able, if other factors are good, what is the lowest credit score you've seen?
So in order to be able to get a mortgage, about 620 right now seems to be the minimum.
Okay.
And certainly if you're a little ways out from buying a home, anything you can do to improve your credit, the better all the way around. But that's 620 seems to be the floor right now, at least from what I'm seeing.
A lot of people think it has to be 700 and something, probably. So next question, 2 statistics, fun facts, or words of your profession that people just don't know. 2 of those.
So I talk with a lot of clients and they'll say, well, that thing about my income and my debt, that ratio thing. And so I think one of the jargons that a lot of people in my business may use that the average consumer isn't familiar with would be DTI, or your debt versus your income ratio, which is a very important calculation that we have to do. We may use jargon like DTI when we're describing income versus debt. We also may use LTV. That's another common jargon that you hear in our industry. This means loan value. That's the loan to the value of your property. So those are 2 of the more common ones that I think people have heard it. They don't necessarily understand it all the way. And then when they try to articulate it back to us, it comes out close enough that I know what they're saying. And I try my best when I'm talking with clients to use it in more familiar terms.
Well, those are great. Now, 3 tips. Someone that wants to buy a house, they need a mortgage. What are 3 tips?
Talk to your local professional, period. First and foremost, whether you are on a 30-day or a 365-day journey to become a homeowner, you need to talk with somebody that's a local professional. You need to know what your credit looks like. So want somebody like myself to pull it and review it with you, fine. If you want to go to annualcreditreport.com, review it, and look for things there, look for inaccuracies, make sure that your credit is, where it needs to be so that you're successful out of the gate.
Mhm.
And I encourage all my clients, to get that credit evaluation done as soon and as early in the process as possible. It's not going to hurt your credit for a lender to pull and review your credit. It's not going to hurt you to pull and review your credit through annualcreditreport.com. So understanding what your credit looks like is very important. Paying all your bills on time every single month, all of the time. Never miss a payment. Anything that reports to the credit bureau, absolutely make sure that it always gets paid on time. Even if that month, because of whatever's going on, you can only make the minimum payment, always make payments on time, because credit scores can be very damaged by a late payment, more so than
Mm.
probably what anybody, outside of the business really can understand. Well, all of my other bills, I paid them on time. Everything else is fine, but they'll have one time recent that was late, and it just really will pull your credit down. So I encourage everybody to be very aware of their credit, get their credit reviewed, talk with an expert, make sure that you're looking in the right price range, planning accordingly. There's tons of online homebuyer education classes. I have links that I can send to people that want to educate themselves on the, the financial process of buying a house. It doesn't cost them anything, but you know, information is very important. And I think that the more informed that buyers are, the better.
Right. And that would be an advantage of working with you because one, you're local here, you
Right.
know the market, you know what things are around here, but also you have such a resource of information. I mean, there's so many questions I'm thinking of, but this is not supposed to last for an hour. We're doing good on our time here.
Yeah.
I like I don't even want to mention them because then we'll start talking about them. But I know that you are somebody that they could talk to about all these questions. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to put up on the screen how to get in touch with you. And while this is up here, I'd like to for you to just talk about, well, one, what's your favorite way of being contacted? And then another thing is just what is it you love about your job?
Okay. So for me, call me on the phone, send me an email, whatever works the best for you. I know everybody has different abilities during the day to,
Mhm.
talk, but I love talking to people on the phone. I welcome phone calls. I love to talk. I would be happy for you to call me. I'm happy for, people that have questions. They're early in the process and maybe they're 6 or 12 months from buying. Call
Mhm.
me and let's have a consultation. Let's find out where you stand, where you are. Let's put a game plan together. Let's make sure that we're starting out, and we are identifying everything that we need to discuss ahead of
Mhm.
time. So any way that is most comfortable, you can email me. I respond to email by the end of the day. Call me. If you don't catch me, it's probably because I'm talking to somebody else on the phone. Well,
Right.
maybe I'm doing a webinar or something, but no, I love being able to problem solve and work solutions for my clients to help position them for successful themselves.
Well,
So
I know
that's what I love the most.
that's why I call you the miracle worker because we'll get into a transaction and it's like how in the world and how can this person get this, and you figure out you've got resources, you find a program, you tell them a few things they need to do to fix things to get to close, and you're also very quick to respond. I know if I've called, I've needed you to call me back. You are just right back. So I really appreciate that so much. And
Well,
it's, I know again that we could talk forever, but they'll just need to call you and talk some more, right?
that's absolutely, absolutely. Give me a call.
Thank you so much, Teresa of Union Home Mortgage, for spending this time with me today. And I can't wait for you to be able to serve more people because you do it right. And I'm bringing you the best. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
thanks.